Hey, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy D-Bellboy, aka Mr. Black Ranger here with yet another Genesis vid for you. So, in the previous video, we took a look at E40's older brother from another mother, E60. Ooh. but yeah, seriously though, he is a solid tank for beginners though. If you're kind of looking to want to ease into that tanking role, I'd highly suggest picking up E60. But and also, as I stated in the video too, he's pretty much like still 2.0 for this game if you play Paragon. So yeah, that's E60 kind of in a nutshell. So with the quickness here though, if you guys like the vid, thumbs it up or not, however you're feeling today, you know what, that's on you. Like I said, happy that you guys are just even watching. But if you like the content, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you. And be sure to hit the bell so that you get notified when I put up something new. Now, I have a simple question to ask you guys regarding today's hero.
Do you want to build a snowman?
No, I can't. I wouldn't subject you guys to that whole thing there. However, the hero we are looking at today is none other than the Ice Queen herself, Elvira. So, Elvira. So, but yeah, Elvira, she is a pure support according to Rampage Games here. But let's go ahead and do what we do and just go ahead and start off, take a look at that lore in the background here. So, Elvira has the ability to control ice and snow, but her heart is filled with love and warmth. As a member of the Targassas Alliance, her aim is to bring peace to the galaxy ravaged by war. So, a little bit of her background. The snow-covered planet of Finber is a peaceful one. The extreme cold hardened all life on Finber, and so its people are tough and resilient. The cold and unforgiving environment brought about a mutation in the Finber people. Some of them can control ice and snow, while others can even summon a blizzard. Under the help of those metahumans, the Finber people thrived and created a kingdom led by the strongest mutant. Their peaceful existence was shattered by the invasion of flames, who wished to totally annihilate its people. The Finber people fought back under the leadership of their king. They waged war against each other for years. Countless lives were lost among them. The king of the Finber people, under the they totally didn't finish that, but yeah, countless lives were lost among them, the king of the Finber people. There we go. Under dire circumstances, the only daughter of the king, Elvira, was crowned the new Frost Queen. Carrying the hopes of her people and burdened with self-doubt, Elvira felt tremendous pressure. That's when King Kronos summoned reached her planet. So Elvira set out, seeking power to stop this war and save her people. A nice little bit of background lore there for her. Moving on, next up is her skills. Take a look at her kit here. So, her first ability, Frost Shuriken. Elvira throws a Frost Shuriken at her enemy. It explodes after a short while, freezing the target and other enemies in a 300 radius. Its energy cost respectively is 80, 100, 120, and 140. The cooldown respectively is 10 seconds, 9, 8, and 7. Her second skill is called Health Cube. Elvira enters a cube of ice that protects her from all damage and restores health every second. Exiting the cube slows and deals damage to nearby enemies. She can exit the cube after 1.5 seconds of casting the skill. The energy cost for that is 50, and the cooldown for that is 20 seconds, 18, 16, and 14 respectively. Her third skill is called Cryogenic Sphere. Elvira uses her powers to form a protective cryogenic shell around a friendly hero within a range of 400. If the sphere is hit by an enemy attack, it decreases the attack speed of the assailant. And the energy cost for that is 60, and the cooldown is 10 seconds on that. And then finally, her ultimate is Deep Freeze. So Elvira creates a deep freeze zone around herself. Enemies are slowed by 30%. After 2.5 seconds, all enemies in the zone are frozen solid. Frozen enemies shatter 1.5 seconds later, dealing damage and slowing them. The energy cost for that, respectively, 150, 275, and 400, with a cooldown of 60 seconds. Now, I could have swore I heard that. I've heard something like that before somewhere. Where have I heard that from? Oh yeah.
Ultimate is Cryoseism. Aurora creates an ice earthquake. Enemies in the area will slowly turn to ice, then explode, taking damage.
Yeah, how could I forget about Aurora? Totally, yeah, that skill totally sounds exactly like her ultimate there. Now, moving on though, next up is, let's see what they recommend for her loadout here. So, the standard loadout. The starting off from left to right, Seal of Hades costs 4,625 gold, gives plus 475 health, plus 425 energy, plus 6 health regen, plus 1 energy regen. The passive rejuvenation. Every time an ability is used by the wearer, grants additional health regen equivalent to 0.5% of max health per second for 6 seconds. Effect can be stacked 5 times. Quantum Jumper costs 2,700 gold, gives plus 80 movement speed. Its active is called Teleport. Instantly teleports the user in the direction they are facing for a distance of 900. Cannot be used for 3 seconds after taking damage from an enemy hero. Radiant Shield costs 4,800 gold, gives plus 40 energy damage, plus 800 energy. With an active Safeguard, grants a shield equal to 30% of your current energy for 3.5 seconds. The effect triggers when your health falls below 25%. Fourth item here, Helm of Hades, costs 5,500 gold, gives plus 60 energy damage, plus 20% cooldown reduction with a passive curse. Abilities deal additional energy damage equivalent to 7% of the target's current health. Has a cooldown of 2.5 seconds when multiple abilities are used against a single target. Additional damage is capped at 350. Mark of Valor costs 3,400 gold, gives plus 250 health, plus 5 health regen, plus 50 armor with an active Holy Aegis. Reduces physical damage received by 90% and decrease the duration of negative status effects by 50%. Lasts for 3 seconds. And then lastly here, Solar Cube, it costs 875 gold and gives plus 1.5 energy regen. So just about exactly what I would expect from a pure support class there. Literally, what most of her abilities are about healing, allowing herself to be healed. Kind of what her second ability. Honestly, it almost reminds me of Mei from Overwatch, where she goes in. She builds up that little wall around her, gets heals up, and then comes out. Except for Elvira, when she comes out, anybody around her gets slowed down. So that's a nice little addition on there, as well as the fact that most of her kit revolves around CC, slowing down enemies, freezing enemies. So standard stuff here. The seal, obviously the Seal of Hades, if when she's using her skills, is going to heal her up too, so while she's keeping teammates alive. Quantum Jumper, obviously you're a support, so you're not going to have that much, especially Elvira. It's going to be a little bit more squishy, so you're going to need to be able to get away. Quantum Jumpers helps you get out. Same thing with the Radiant Shield. When you get when your health gets too low, gives you that 30% shield, the shield equal to 30% of whatever your current energy is. And obviously, you're still supporting, but you still want to be able to deal some damage. So the Helm of Hades there gives you a little bit of additional power there. You're not going to be doing too much damage, but it's going to give you 7% every time you deal energy damage, 7% of the target's current health. So hey, it's better than nothing, right? And then Mark of Valor, obviously, again playing into that synergistic role with being a support. If you ever do get attacked, it literally reduces all damage you receive by 90%. So you're practically only taking 10% damage. And then if you have any negative status effects, their time is cut in pretty much half. So nothing that I wouldn't honestly recommend myself to put on a support. And now, lastly here, taking a look at her skill order. So, as always, max hero level is level 16. Starting off, obviously, take her. You want to take the Frost Shuriken. That's your main form of damage. Again, you're going to be taking that throughout the early game at level, starting off at level 1, and as well as 3, 5, and 7 to be even throughout the match, because that is your only form of, your main form of damage dealing. Everything else is more so to kind of heal yourself and help out teammates slightly. Again, like it shows, health cube, you're taking that at level 4. That's your own self heal. You're probably gonna take it. Still early game at level 4. Take that, heal yourself up, and you don't take the rest of it till late game, because obviously once you get to late game, enemies are going to be hitting harder. So you need to buff. You take it late game so you can get more heals, since the enemy is dealing more damage. As it shows, level 12, 13, and 14. That's when you're taking the final ones for health cube. Cryogenic sphere, you're taking that at level 2. Obviously, it's your one of your main CC skills there. Taking that at level 2, picking it up around and then picking it up around mid game, because you want to be a little bit more helpful at level 8, 9, and 10. And then the ultimate deep freeze, again standard, taking it at level 6, level 11, and level 16. So, as you can see, that is Elvira, folks. She is, honestly, everything about her kit practically screams support. Like nothing in here screams mage. Everything. Nah, don't get me wrong. I guarantee you there's probably gonna be somebody out there that can build her mage and will wreck face, but everything in this kit kind of just synergizes with sitting a little bit in the back near your carry, popping cryogenic spheres to get some help out there to the team, throwing out Frost Shurikens to freeze enemies as well. Or if you manage to get that perfect gank, hop in with the ultimate deep freeze everybody on the enemy team, and then just go ahead and get that ace on the enemy team. So really good overall synergizing for a team fight and support kit from her. But that's gonna do it for this video. Again, like always, guys, if you like the video, thumbs it up. If not, that's fine. Thank you for watching, because that's really technically all I'm glad that you do is just watching me. So yeah, again, if you want to subscribe, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell next to it. That way you can get notified whenever I upload. And we're out of here, guys. And like always, thanks for watching. And remember, we're always good like grandma's cookies.